All right, Nick. New Orleans Saints is a very interesting team, very high-powered defense, and an offense that I quite frankly don't know what to make of it yet. It's been a turbulent start, but there is potential. You have a lot of playmakers around the ball. We know that it can get going, so that is yet to be seen. And there may be a question at the quarterback position for some. Jameis Winston hasn't had the hottest start. And we have a story on the future of the quarterback position for the Saints here, and we're going to get to that in a moment. But Saints fans, we've got to know, although the start hasn't been exactly what you want, it's 3 games in, so anything can happen. The season is still very young. And let's look for the bright spots. Who've been bright spots on this Saints team? When I think of the bright spots I've seen so far, it's, defensive standouts, the guys have been around all the time. Cam Jordan, you got Michael Thomas is back doing well. Young rookie Chris Olave, Tyrann Mathieu looking good back at home. So in the comments below, let us know who's been a bright spot on this Saints team for you through the past few games. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. But Nick, what is up with the Saints quarterback situation?
Yeah, so this was first reported by ESPN. New Orleans Saints coach Dennis Allen, not Allenson, good Lord, said the team is not considering a quarterback change despite its offensive struggles and inconsistency. Dennis Allen went on to say that, no, we all have to play better. I'm not looking to single anything out. Obviously, we got to make some corrections and we got to do a better job as a group. I think everybody, when you get in these situations, is kind of looking for a place to blame, a place to place blame. There's enough mistakes to go around. I don't really want to go there. I feel confident with Jameis. Certainly, we all need to do better, and that's what we are going to do. So it's obvious from Allen's comments there, Miles, that he's not looking to make a change at the quarterback position. Obviously, the Saints have Andy Dalton, a very capable backup, potentially waiting in the wings. But I think this is a really smart, savvy move by the first-year head coach, and here's why. We all know the Saints are pretty loaded. They've got a lot of great playmakers, but we forget this is sort of a new team. We think of the Saints as all these guys as like they've been playing together for a while, but that's not really the case. Remember, Jameis missed a lot of time last year. Obviously, Michael Thomas missed all of the time last year. Chris Olave is brand new, obviously, as a rookie. Jarvis Landry is a new addition. So it's going to take time. It's going to take a few games. And you look at their performance actually in their last 2 games, their last 2 defeats. In terms of production, if you look at yards and first downs, which are sort of my 2 metrics I like to look at, they absolutely dominated the Panthers in first downs, 19-12, and yards, 426 to 293. And they did the same against the Bucks, out first downing them 18-13 and outgaining them by almost 50 yards as well. So when I look at this offense, they have the production. They just need to limit the bad plays, the turnovers, right? They lost against the Panthers because of that, 2 special teams goofs, that long fumble return touchdown they gave up, and 1 big play they gave up on defense. That's it. And it's talking about that defense real quick. They've been dominant the last 2 games against Tom Brady and Baker Mayfield. They're giving up just a little bit over 5 yards per passing attempt. That's elite level championship caliber defense. So when you look at the offensive production and what they've actually been doing on defense, this team is a lot better than their record and their performance has indicated. I think by just staying the course, getting a little healthier, building up that rhythm, this team can be a real contender that we all thought they were going to be.
Yeah, Nick, and I mean, if you look at the numbers, this is the 12th, number 12 overall graded offense. This is the 15th highest defense, and number 4 special teams wise as far as kicking and punting goes. So you're by no means bottom of the barrel. This is a good team, a lot of potential, and you got to think you've had 3 divisional games to start. You get the Falcons, you get the Buccaneers, and then you get the Panthers. So that's a tough stretch to start your season now. And when I think of divisional games for any opponent, for my team, for any team really, you got to split them. You win at home, you lose on the road usually. That's how I like to look at them. And, you already beat what we consider a pretty decent Falcons team. There's offensive powerhouse Falcons. Whether you like to think of them that way or not, they are. And you went tit for tat and ended up getting a big win there. Bucks are a really talented team. Yeah, they may be starting slow as well, but this is a really talented Bucks team who you kept it close. And then the Panthers also, realistically, you kept it close. You got 8 points there. You tie the game. So it's not that far off. You're almost there. And like you said, if you clean up some of these mistakes, you're in these games and you're winning. And that's probably the most frustrating type of games to watch as a fan, where just a little tweak and you're going to be winning these games rather than losing them. And it sucks to be right there and lose. But this is a Saints team basically that I'm saying, Nick, it's not time to give up hope on them.
No, and I agree 100%. Look, they gave up 5 turnovers to the Bucks, right? Just for statistical averages, you're not going to give up 5, 3, 4, 5 turnovers a game, every single game. So that's going to come down a little bit. Against the Carolina Panthers, everything that could go wrong did. Kamara with the fumbled 70-yard touchdown. The 2 special teams goof took points off the boards on the field goal in the kicking game. All those kind of things are aberrations, right? That's not going to happen every single time. And especially as this team gets more talented. And the thing I want to point out specifically is this offense, both against the Panthers, both against and also against the Falcons. When did they start to pick up? It was in the fourth quarter, right? When they were able to get a little more no huddle, get a little bit more rhythm, get a little bit more timing. And over the course of the season, they'll start happening earlier and earlier in these games as these guys get more, minutes together, get more reps together. And remember this, Mice, the last team to win a Super Bowl out of this division, 2020, that was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They started that season off very roughly as well. That was when they added Tom Brady. It was kind of a new super team they're trying to put together. They started off rough as well. They turned it around. I'm looking for the Saints to have a very similar trajectory this season.